Alright guys, I've had a lot of requests in regards to our new signature rack, so I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of it. I'll let Matt Goodwin do a more detailed video of this in the future after we get it up on the site. We've had this rack here for close to 4 or 5 months. I like to, especially with the bigger items like this, I like to have it in our weight room, tested and basically used and abused before we bring it to market, just to make sure we got all the bugs worked out and to make sure it's exactly what we're looking for. As you can see here on the back or front end of the rack, whichever you want to call it, we have bar holders. And then up at the top there are band holders or just holders for your accessories, laser cut logo, the chain holders are on swivels to make loading the chains on and off easier. We have a interlocking 0 to 90 that goes in the rack. Holes throughout the top of the rack for added accessories, which we will be launching later. The J cups and the safeties are something I want to talk a little bit more about, so we'll move on over. The weight storage here has a UHMW for the protection. Band pegs, professional band pegs, top and bottom. Now on this rack we have the stainless steel like we have on some of our other racks. The advantage of the stainless steel is it basically will last forever. The disadvantage of it is it's going to be set on 3-inch spacings. So what we've done to overcome that is we have 2 different sets of J hooks, which will be 2 different colors based upon what you choose when you order your rack. These J hooks are offset, meaning what that's going to do, it's going to allow for the adjustments to be at every 1.5 inches instead of every 3 inches. We've done the same thing with the safeties. The yellow one there at the bottom is actually offset lower to allow you to be able to do pin pulls from below your mid shin, and also act as the offset for that 1.5 inch spacing that we were talking about with the black safety as well. The 0 to 90 does have a fat pad, just like our the options that we have for all of our benches. This will be standard with the signature line. They'll all be with the fat pad and the head sleeve. On the outside of the rack you'll see the extended safeties. That's for any type of Olympic movements, jerk type presses, overhead presses, or if you just wanted to do any squatting or anything on the outside of the rack, it's going to allow for the spotting here. They also will act as J cups as well if for some reason you decided you wanted to do floor presses on the outside of the rack. The platform, walk away here a little bit. The rack sits on the platform, offset with the full platform in front. Weight storage, optional logo. You can have your own logo put in there. You can have our logo put in there. Put whatever you want in there. The walk up so you don't trip on your way up to the platform. We have band pegs out front of the platform. The reason for that is so you can do band deadlifts. All you would do is run the bands through this band peg to the band pegs that are on the rack. We found this to be a better option than having the band pegs lower. That way they still are over the bar, but they're not, you don't have to pull them up and over the bar. So they're easier to attach, they're easier to adjust, the tensions are easier to accommodate and to adjust as well. A lot faster than having to worry about double looping, quad looping, and everything else that you can do with the bands. The band peg could be you could start the bands here and then move the band peg on the rack all the way to the back if you really wanted to go out of control with the tension, or you can just double the bands back up if you wanted to. Rack comes standard with our trademark monkey chin bar. This one here is going to be a fat monkey chin bar that is powder coated, and it also is knurled. Once again, we have holes throughout for the band pegs. There's multiple holes so you can have multiple band peg adjustments. Right now I actually have a multi-grip Swiss bar hanging from the band pegs on the incline. Not that it has anything to do with the rack, but I just got done training my lats, and just for trivia's sake, one of the things that an incline does is it takes your lat, or it takes a lot of your back activation out of the movement if you're doing an incline press. So to contrast that, to do reverse band pull downs for your lats on an incline, you're going to get a lot greater lat stimulation than you would if you were lying flat. The platform also has multiple holes or pipes or adjustment points for items like an Econo core blaster set up here for the Meadows row. And there are 4 of those with the chalk bowl popped in one of them over there. They also serve as bar holders as well. Until we get this loaded on the site, if you have any further questions, you can get a hold of Matt Goodwin by going to our Contact Us page, and you can find his email address and our 800 phone number there, and Matt will be able to answer any questions that you have.